Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope each and every one of you guys is doing well and ready for another delicious recipe. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my recipe for a quick and simple chicken chow mein. This chow mein is going to be with the chicken with the bone in it. I have a recipe on my channel with boneless chicken chow mein. If you want to see that, I'll have it linked right up here in the right hand corner. Now I'm going to be making use of the tbsp chow mein noodles. These are the ones that cook in 5 to 7 minutes. They made sure to put that on the bag because a lot of people were having trouble cooking the noodles. But as long as you follow that 5 to 7 minute timeline, you will have the perfect chow mein noodles always. If you want to purchase these chow mein noodles, you can head on over to buyeasy.com and you can shop any West Indian products and they'll be shipped right to your door. Into a large pot of boiling water, I'm going in with some salt, and this salt is going to help to flavor our noodles really well. I'm also going to go in with some oil. You can use any type of oil that you have on hand. This is going to help the noodles not stick together. And we're also going to go in with our chow mein noodles. You can use whatever type of chow mein that you want. I am using the tbsp brand chow mein noodles, and these are the ones that boil within 5 to 7 minutes. So I just wanted to show you guys and take you step by step to show you how these noodles cook up really quick. So it's been about 7 minutes for me, and this is the texture of the noodles that I like. I do not like them too al dente, but if you like them more on the al dente side, you're going to want to cook them for about 5 minutes. Again, this package direction is very simple for the chow mein, 5 to 7 minutes, and it cooks in no time. All I did was I took my chow mein once it was done boiling and I drained it in my colander, and as soon as all of that water drained out, I poured it into a tray as you're seeing here. The reason why you want to pour it out onto a tray is because you want them to be all separated and loose, so this way when you go to put your chow mein together later, the noodles are not stuck together. I also went on with a little bit of extra oil just to make sure they don't stick as well. I do have a little tip for you guys. If you're shopping on buyeasy.com, make sure you put in my code MGC15 at the end of checkout so you can save 15% on your order. Now at this point, when I poured the chow mein noodles into the tray, I'm going on with some sesame oil as well as some low sodium soy sauce. I'm adding all of these ingredients onto the noodles because while they're warm, they're going to soak up these flavors. Once you pour the noodles out onto the tray and you add your sesame oil and your soy sauce, you're going to season them with some Chinese 5-spice seasoning as well as some black pepper. The Chinese 5-spice is going to give the entire dish a beautiful, warm, and soothing flavor, and the black pepper is going to add a little bit of an added kick. My biggest tip for you guys is to use a fork when stirring these noodles together. It will help for the noodles not to clump together, it will help separate them a bit, and it will get everything evenly combined. Once you combine all of these ingredients together, you're going to set this aside to work on the rest of the chicken chow mein. Now at this point, we're going to prepare a little bit of a fresh seasoning paste to cook our chow mein. So in my mortar and pestle here, I'm going in with some chopped ginger, some wiri peppers for that beautiful spicy kick, and I'm also going to go in with some garlic cloves. All I'm going to do now is pound these really well until I get a fine paste and until everything is well combined. Now you guys know I love this mortar and pestle. I use it in a lot of my videos. If you want to see where you can find it for yourself, I'll have it linked in the description box down below with all of my other Amazon links for products that I love. And this is the fine texture that you're looking for. Once you get to this stage, you can set it aside so we can start working with the chicken. In my bowl here, I have half of a whole chicken that I have chopped up into small pieces. I've washed it really well and removed any excess fat. Now once you drain off all of that water, you're going to go in with that seasoning paste that we just made with the garlic, ginger, and wiri peppers. And I'm also going to go in with some of my homemade green seasoning. If you want to see that recipe, it'll be linked right up here in the right hand corner. And I also wanted to mention we are going in with a little bit more soy sauce just to give it more flavor, a little bit more black pepper, and we're going to go on with a little bit of the Chinese 5-spice seasoning. And once you add all of those ingredients into your chicken, you're going to mix it up really well, either with your hands or a spoon like I'm doing, until everything's well combined. Now you have two options here. You can cook this right away, or you can go ahead and marinate it for as long as you want, up to overnight. To this way you can give the chicken even more flavor. So being that we've prepped all of our ingredients, I'm going to start cooking the chow mein. So in my heavy bottom pot or my karahi, I've heated it up on about a medium to medium high heat, and I'm going in with some oil. Once that oil comes up to temperature, you're going to go in with all of your seasoned chicken. Again, if you wanted to, you could marinate this for as long as you want, but today I'm just going to cook it as is because all of those flavors are going to still soak up into the chicken as we are cooking it. All you're going to do is keep on frying up or sauteing this chicken in the hot oil until it is well browned all throughout and until the chicken releases all of its natural juices and those natural juices reduce down again. Now, once your chicken is beautifully browned and it has released all of its natural juices and those juices have evaporated, it is time to go in with a little bit of casrip. Now, I love adding casrip into my Chowmein because it adds a really beautiful sweetness, it adds a nice dark color to it, and it just makes for an overall amazing Chowmein, especially if you're putting meat in your Chowmein. So I'm just going to stir that up all over the chicken. Once you stir in all of your casrip, you're also going to go in with a little bit of hoisin sauce. Now, I love the flavor of hoisin sauce, especially when I put it into Chowmein or fried rice or anything like that. But if you didn't have hoisin sauce, you have a few other options. You can add in extra casrip, you can put in oyster sauce, or any other type of brown, sticky, sweet sauce that is Asian inspired. So use whatever you have on hand. All I'm going to do is stir this up again into the chicken. And once you've mixed the casrip as well as the hoisin sauce well with the chicken, you're going to go in with a little piece of tomato paste. What the tomato paste is going to do is going to add another element of flavor, and it's also going to give a rich color to that chicken and the Chowmein. After 2 to 3 more minutes of frying up the chicken with all of those sauces and the tomato paste, you're going to go in with your veggies. Now for this dish, use whatever veggies you have on hand or things that you love in your Chowmein. I had some cauliflower and broccoli sitting in my fridge, so I chopped that up and I've added it in with the chicken at this point. And after about a minute of sauteing the broccoli and cauliflower with that chicken, I'm going to go in with some sliced mushrooms. You really want to layer in your vegetables because some veggies cook longer than others. So once I add these mushrooms in, I'm going to stir them up and allow them to cook down just a little bit. After about another 2 minutes of frying up, once the mushrooms have cooked down a bit, you're going to go in with some julienne or thinly sliced carrots, as well as some thinly sliced onions. Now I like to add in my onions and carrots at this stage because I like to have them a little crunchy when I bite into the Chowmein. After about another 2 minutes, the onions and the carrots have softened just a little bit, but they are still nice and crunchy. And the last veggie that I'm going in with is some thinly sliced cabbage. Now what I really like to do here is add in half the cabbage into this mixture so it can wilt a little bit, and then I add in the other half towards the end, so this way it can still be very crunchy within the Chowmein. After about a minute of adding that cabbage in and stirring it up with all of the other ingredients, you're going to go in with those seasoned Chowmein noodles. Remember, those are the noodles we boiled, we spread them out onto a tray, and we season them with some sesame oil, the soy sauce, the black pepper, and the Chinese 5-spice. Once you add those noodles in, you're going to season the dish again just to keep on building up the flavors. I'm going in with a little more black pepper, and you can also add in a little touch of salt like I'm doing here just to give it some more taste. And I am also adding in some chopped scallions. The biggest tip I have for anyone is to buy your scallions in bulk at the grocery store, bring them home, wash them, chop them up as fine or as big as you want, put them in a freezer safe or a Ziploc bag, and freeze them. And whenever you want fresh scallions, all you have to do is pull out a handful from the freezer and toss them in your dish. So all I'm going to do now, being that I added in all of my ingredients, is I'm going to mix this up really well until everything is combined. Then I'm going to go ahead and taste this for salt and any other seasonings I may want to add, and just make sure it is up to my liking. And at that point, your Chowmein is done and ready to serve. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for making it to the end of the video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you want to purchase these Bidesi Chowmein noodles that cook in 5 to 7 minutes, head on over to buyeasy.com. I'll have all of the information in the description box down below. But if you enjoyed the video today, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and leave your amazing comments down below. I'll see you guys again very soon.